The nation was blindsided when explosive headlines burst across every major news outlet. Senator John Kennedy had officially filed an $80 million defamation lawsuit against Congressman Adam Schiff. In a move that few saw coming, the veteran Louisiana senator accused Schiff of deliberately spreading false, damaging statements on national television that painted Kennedy as a covert intelligence leaker, a term that ignited political chaos within minutes of airing. At the heart of the suit was a televised interview Schiff had given just 2 weeks prior on a primetime political talk show. During the segment, Schiff hinted that a certain high-ranking senator had direct knowledge of intelligence leaks involving foreign surveillance briefings, implying insider sabotage. While Schiff never named Kennedy, the hints were blatant. Timing, details, and regional connections made it painfully clear to viewers and the media who he was referring to. Overnight, Kennedy's phone rang nonstop. His social feeds were flooded with insults and threats. Talk shows, podcasts, and political analysts debated his alleged guilt as if it were already proven fact. Kennedy, fiery as ever, responded the next morning with a blistering press conference on the Capitol steps. "I've served the people of Louisiana with dignity and transparency," he declared to a swarm of reporters. "And I will not, under any circumstance, allow a career political performer like Adam Schiff to assassinate my character on live TV." He didn't stop there. Kennedy labeled Schiff's statements as reckless political theater, and vowed to take this battle to the courtroom and beyond if necessary. According to the lawsuit filed in D.C. federal court, Kennedy's legal team cited irreparable damage to the senator's public reputation, mental well-being, and trust among colleagues, requesting $80 million in punitive and emotional damages. The suit also accused Schiff of having a known pattern of dramatizing classified information for political capital, with references to his previous controversies during the Trump administration. Legal experts were quick to weigh in. Some called the case a long shot, citing the difficult standard of proving defamation between public officials. Others argued Kennedy had a real shot, especially if he could show Schiff had acted with actual malice, a legal threshold meaning he knew the statements were false or acted with reckless disregard for the truth. The Capitol was suddenly split. Some senators quietly backed Kennedy, believing Schiff's remarks were dangerously vague and irresponsible. Others rallied behind Schiff, claiming this lawsuit was a scare tactic designed to muzzle oversight and dissent. Meanwhile, the public's reaction was electric. The phrase, $80 million lawsuit, began trending instantly on social media. Hashtags like hashtag Kennedy strikes back, hashtag Schiff in hot water, and hashtag political crossfire took over Twitter, while TikTok creators dramatized the feud with parody court reenactments. But underneath the noise was a growing sense of unease. If Kennedy could prove Schiff lied, intentionally, on live TV, it would upend the credibility of one of Congress's most recognizable figures. If not, Kennedy himself risked becoming a national punchline and possibly alienating allies ahead of a critical re-election campaign. As whispers of subpoenas, deposition requests, and potential witness testimonies began to circulate through the political grapevine, reporters speculated about when Schiff would make his first public comment. Kennedy had drawn first blood, but in Washington, silence rarely lasts long, and all eyes turned to one man's response, one that would arrive shockingly soon, on live national television. Just 2 days after Senator Kennedy filed the lawsuit, Congressman Adam Schiff made an unscheduled appearance on Face the Nation, and what happened next shook Washington to its core. Initially billed as a routine segment on foreign policy, the tone changed dramatically when the host brought up the lawsuit. The question was sharp. "Congressman Schiff, are you prepared to fight this $80 million defamation suit?" Schiff leaned in, his calm expression betraying a flicker of steel beneath the surface. "I'm more than prepared," he began slowly, locking eyes with the camera. "Because when the truth is on your side, you don't need to hide behind lawyers or headlines. You just need the facts." What came next stunned even the most seasoned political analysts. Schiff reached into the inner pocket of his blazer and pulled out a slim, navy blue folder labeled Declassified, Section 702 Addendum. With the host and viewers frozen in anticipation, Schiff explained that the folder contained a summary of recently declassified attendance records and comment logs from a series of highly sensitive intelligence briefings. He claimed the release had been approved just hours earlier by an oversight committee following what he called a grave and strategic disinformation threat against a sitting member of Congress. "This folder proves," Schiff said, holding it up, that Senator Kennedy not only attended the briefings in question, but actively questioned the veracity of U.S. intelligence in front of multiple officials, repeating theories that align disturbingly with known foreign disinformation narratives. The host, visibly stunned, asked if Schiff was accusing Kennedy of parroting propaganda. Schiff didn't blink. "I'm saying he knew exactly what he was doing, and now he wants to sue me for pointing it out." Within minutes of the interview airing on the East Coast, social media exploded. The hashtags #KennedyFiles and #SchiffBombshell topped trends across X, formerly Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Pundits across networks began pulling apart the documents. Analysts and former intel officers scrutinized every detail. By that evening, two major fact-checking outlets had confirmed the documents, authenticity and date stamps, verifying that Kennedy's signature did appear on internal memos, some of which questioned U.S. analysts' conclusions regarding foreign election interference. That night, Senator Kennedy's office issued a short, tersely worded statement: "We dispute Congressman Schiff's interpretation of those documents." The lawsuit will proceed, but the momentum had shifted. Several GOP senators distanced themselves from Kennedy's accusations, expressing concern that the court case could now backfire and hand Schiff a public relations victory. Cable news shows turned into battlegrounds. Legal analysts warned that Schiff's live reveal might force Kennedy's legal team to pivot strategies, or risk public humiliation in court. Some speculated Kennedy might withdraw the suit quietly. But sources inside his camp said the senator was doubling down. He reportedly told aides, "If he wants war, I'll bring fire." In the following days, donations poured into both men's campaign funds. Kennedy's base praised his defiance, while Schiff's followers hailed him as a truth warrior. Rumors began swirling that this legal showdown could reshape both men's political futures. Some whispered Schiff might be positioning himself for a Senate run. Others questioned whether Kennedy had walked into a political trap set months in advance. Whatever the truth, one thing was undeniable: the courtroom battle was no longer just about defamation. It was about control of the narrative, legacy, and the deep trust of the American people. The fuse was lit, the stage was set, and the entire nation was watching as two of Washington's most unrelenting figures prepared to clash, under oath, in front of the world.